Hey there. You ever get that knot in your stomach when you're worried about what other people are thinking of you? It can happen anywhere, in a meeting, at a party, even just walking down the street. Well, today, we're going to tackle that feeling head on with a really powerful exercise.
That feeling of self-consciousness, that constant low-level worry about how you're coming across, it's just so human, right? We've all been there, but we don't have to be stuck there. So here's the plan. We're going to do something that might feel a little weird at first. Instead of trying to push that fear away or ignore it, we're actually going to do the opposite. We're going to lean right into it. This technique is called the worst case rehearsal. It comes from a really effective approach called acceptance and commitment therapy, or ACT. And the whole idea is to stop letting your fears run the show, and instead, you learn to face them. So, you ready? Let's get started. Okay, for step one, I want you to just close your eyes for a second if you can. Think of a specific time recently where you felt judged or self-conscious. Maybe you said something you thought sounded dumb, or you were worried you seemed boring. Just get that one single moment clear in your head. Now, while you're holding that memory, ask yourself this. And look, be totally honest with yourself here. No sugarcoating. What's the absolute, rock bottom, worst possible thing you were afraid they were thinking about you? Just let those thoughts surface. Maybe it's something like, wow, this person is just so awkward, or they seriously have no clue what they're talking about. It might even be something really harsh, like, what a total loser. Whatever it is, just let it be there. And this part is absolutely crucial. You are not agreeing with these thoughts. You're not saying they're true. All you're doing is noticing them. You're just an observer watching them drift by. That's it. All right, you're doing great. Now for step two. We're going to take that thought and make it way more vivid. I want you to really imagine this whole scene playing out like a movie in your mind. Picture that person, or those people, actually saying your worst fear out loud. What are the exact words they use? What does their voice sound like? Can you hear their tone? Maybe they kind of roll their eyes, or, maybe they even laugh. Just let that mental movie play. And as you're watching this scene, notice, what do you do? What's your gut reaction? Do you want to argue, defend yourself? Do you just shrink and want to disappear? Or is it possible you could just take a breath, feel your feet on the floor, and just be there with the feeling? And right here, this is the big pivot. Right in the middle of that imaginary storm of judgment, we're going to find an anchor. We're going to shift our focus away from the outside world, what they think, and turn it inward to what you care about. So ask yourself this really simple but really powerful question. Right here, right now, in this imagined moment of being judged, what actually matters to me? Let's go a little deeper with it. What kind of person do you want to be? Not when everything's going great, but right here in this uncomfortable moment. Who do you want to be even if someone is judging you? Your answer might be you want to be honest, or maybe kind, or brave. Maybe all you want is to just be present in your own life instead of stuck in your head. These values, these are your anchor. They can guide you no matter what kind of storm is swirling around. Okay, you ready for my favorite part? This is where we get to have a little fun with that fear. We're going to completely diffuse its power by making it, well, ridiculous. I want you to take that worst case thought from earlier and just turn the volume knob all the way up to 11. Make it totally over the top. Turn it into a cartoon. So for example, you could imagine a panel of stern-looking Olympic judges holding up scorecards that say, awkwardness 9.8, or cringe level a perfect 10. Get creative. The more absurd, the better. Now, as you do this, something really cool starts to happen. Just notice that feeling inside you. When you make that scary thought kind of silly and absurd, doesn't it lose its power? It just softens up a bit, right? Okay, let's gently bring it back to the present moment now. Just take a nice, slow, deep breath. Go ahead and wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, feel the ground beneath you. Just come back home to your body, right here, right now. And I want you to really let this sink in. You just walked through your worst social fear. You imagined it in detail, and guess what? You're still here. You're breathing, you're okay, you survived. And that brings us to the biggest takeaway of all. You are not your thoughts. You can have anxious thoughts, you can have judgmental thoughts, but they aren't you. They're just little events happening in your mind, and you can learn to just watch them pass by. And that space you just created, that space between you and your thoughts, that is exactly what psychological freedom feels like. It's the freedom to choose how you want to act, based on your values, even when you feel afraid. Let's wrap up with this idea. The whole point of this exercise was never to control what other people think. I mean, let's be real, that's impossible. The real power, the only thing you can control, is deciding who you want to be in any given moment. So I'll leave you with that question to carry with you. The next time you feel that little twinge of self-consciousness, you can just gently ask yourself, who do I want to be right now? Thank you so much for doing this brave work today.